Join us every weekend, oh, the vibe's so fine. Saturday, sit down with Mr. Drayton. Shine!
Grab a friend.
Hey, you guys!
Well. I made it another week without being deported. Imagine that. I'm so glad to be here sitting down with you all for another Saturday sit down with me, Alice's baby, Gregory, the talented Mr. Drake. Sounds so sweet to the ears. Speaking of deportation, we'll be talking that a little later in the show. Mass deportations. It's my new single I'm dropping next week. Y'all tune in for that. But as I do each and every Saturday, I bring the homies along to help me understand and make fun of the news. Because that's what I do here now. Because we have fucked around and we found out as a nation. But as black people go, we're going to stay to the house. But we can laugh at other people that thought it wasn't me, like Shaggy. But it was you, bitch. All the time it was you. You were the nasty vermin that he was talking about. So you go home and you think your wife left you. No, baby, she's in Venezuela. Go looking for her over there. If you're Cuban, if you're Mexican, you're looking for a job, you're over there picking bananas, tomatoes, beans, greens, and all that other stuff, and ain't nobody showing up for work. You know why? They've been deported. Amen. Mr. Kelly, good morning, and good morning to everybody else. To my immediate right, my partner in crime, Afro. Well, let's take a minute and talk about what's the evolution of your Afro. I don't know I'm not.
I need a barber. That's what it is.
My friend has fought with the bed and lost. Yeah, I need
to get a shape out.
I'm gonna beat that bed's ass. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, so it's your like a barber? Your barber has?
No, I've just been putting it off, and yeah.
You know what you should do, Malcolm? I would love to see this on you, but you know what I would do if I were you? I would get it platted. I think you would look good with some plaited hair.
I do too. I was thinking about it.
Mrs. Malcolm is right downstairs. She would be glad to plait his hair. I'm going to call her tonight.
You would look quite fetching.
Yeah, I would like that.
To plait his hair.
That's one of the reasons I haven't gotten it straightened up, because every time he cuts the ends off, it cuts it so short. But I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and.
Well, I should have new growth.
Yeah.
Woman talk. Black woman speak. New growth. New growth.
About it.
Now, if you think I'm something special, check out Malcolm Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on this very network, M3 Male Media Mind. And if you're out there in the YouTube universe trying to find us, here I am, Male Media Mind 2. Why, y'all?
Because they stole one.
Because they stole one.
Thank you. They thieving ass bitches. And you can also, if you're into podcasting like I am, listening, doing them, all kinds of shit. Malcolm's out there each and every Friday for you to enjoy. M3 presents The Badcast, hosted by yours truly, not me, his truly, Malcolm Travers, Malcolm the Philosopher King. So he's a busy man. We put one in the can the other day that we was with a new cast member. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. I was blindsided how good it was because I never work on Sundays. I was like, what is happening? But when the homie calls, you gotta oblige. When the homie calls, you must oblige. I want to give a special stand-up Yahoo to my favorite elderberry, Swag for Life, out there in the middle of he's doing it for the black people out there in Tijuana. He's representing. Shout out to him and his neighbors because they are giving the white people hell. Shout out to in the age of Trump. I love this bitch. Stay off my lawn. I love it. Yeah. I'm
I
hoping
am
I get
the
to go.
curmudgeon of my neighborhood.
I hope I get to go
Kids, stay
babysit.
off my lawn.
Right. I hope I get to go babysit T'Challa. Me and T'Challa gonna get a lawn chair and go sit in the yard and throw people. I'm excited. I'm looking forward if I get to do this. This assignment. I'm so excited. You can catch my man Swag for Life on those TikTok streets and also on this very network Tuesdays at 7 p.m. where we find out, are the straights okay? No. Are the gays okay? Definitely not. And shit, as Mama said, what T'Challa's watching, fantastic. All
In
that.
other words, is anybody okay? Probably not.
No one is okay.
No one's okay.
No one is okay.
That is the crux, Richard. That is the crux of everything. No one is okay. We are all in the same boat these days. Demon Exist, good morning, my friend. We are all in the same boat these days, so let's row together. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, afternoon. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that I start at 1 o'clock. I'm sorry. For those on the West, good morning. For those here on the planet of Atlanta and in the East, good afternoon. So thank you. Today is June 14th, year of our Lord, 2025, aka Flag Day in the United States, but I call it Black Fag Day because I love it. Because that's what we are. We're gonna represent our people. Now, as we start off each and every show on Saturdays with one of my favorite segments, that used to be an entire show that I cut down to a segment, the Black News. Y'all check this one. Put your bell bottoms on for this opening. Go ahead.
This is Black News.
Ooh, it's the whistle for me. I have did research on that footage. That is 1970s Philadelphia. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Because if you're gonna steal, know what you're stealing. That is the
Steal anything around here. We just borrow it for a
okay.
few
We just borrowed it, friend.
right. Or as JJ used to say, I found it.
I found it. It was right there. There's Mama JJ. That's not right. Put it back. It'd be $1 million in a bag. JJ, put it, and they just eating goddamn cat food out the can. They say the Lord wouldn't want us to do it this way. My mother got mad.
Now, James.
Oh, I think I talked about this on somebody else's air, but I would never forget the day my mother, in her duster, stood in front of the floor model TV and was like, "Turn this bitch off. This bitch is a detriment to her own family." My mother was pissed. Rest in peace,
Wow.
man. But you are never forgotten, baby. Because when you stood on that TV, like, well, we're gonna uplift some shit in this house. She ain't to do it. So in today we have lots. The internet did not disappoint me. We got to tell you. And sometimes, I hate. I'm not a doom scroller. I think I tried to my best to put positivity out there. If nothing else but news that you can use. If the killer, we want to let you know if the killer's coming. I did not pull a segment for this, but it is important that Israel attacked. Iran? That's how much I'm paying attention. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the unofficial start to World War III. All we need now is China to go in and get Hong Kong and for Russia to set foot in Poland because they want it. And, the good and bad of it is we normally prop up our cohorts, our homies. We don't have any homies anymore. So we are going to be in isolation mode. So Europe may be on fire. We should be okay. That's just life's lesson. But elections do have consequences. And what's the consequences? You fuck around and you find out. So I found a follow-up on the story that we did about Malcolm. What is going on with the African farmers? Does that keep you up at night? Like the poor African farmers that came here. I might need a laugh track for this.
Oh god.
Poor African farmers that came over here because they are being persecuted and their land is being stolen from them. Have you ever been kept up at night worrying what happened? Well, no, can't say it. No, gave you a little intergestion. So, well, just in case, party people, you are wondering, dear poor African farmers, what has happened to you? Well, they too have fell victim to the American phenomenon of fuck around and find out, because they did. Swag, if you would, please do the honors, and let's honor your hard work. Let's go.
Well, it's Friday, my babies, and I know there's a lot of really disturbing things in the news. And while we will get to some of that in our tea, firstly today I thought everybody would need a bit of petty to fuel the fight, baby, for what is right. And there's nothing better on a Friday than a FAFO. Yes, and for all those out there that don't know what a FAFO is, it's a fuck around and find out moment, dear. It's when you fuck around and think you know what's going down, and then you quickly find out you didn't have a fucking clue.
Quickly.
So today, baby, I bring to you the biggest, sweetest, fucking petty-ass cup of FAFO tears that you have ever swallowed, dear.
Delicious.
Really struggling. Trump's Afrikaner refugees said to be abandoned, miserable, and missing South Africa. The irony is now, they are refugees for real. So much for that white picket fence middle-class American dream. Instead, they're stranded in Montana in a hotel with no food, no money, and no cell phones. And also, because of the political situation, they are really struggling to get jobs and have apparently resorted to begging on Facebook. One thing's for sure, and two things are for certain, baby. My petty is always ready. I hope you never find a job. I hope you continue to beg on Facebook. Maybe some of those little white incel groups that wanted you here will open up their pocketbook for you, dear, but I highly doubt it because they're too busy buying red hats, fake blasphemy Bibles, and all of that. Oh, and don't forget the Bitcoins, honey. They're spending every last little bit of their money on monopoly money. One day, white people in this country are going to learn that it has nothing to do with your skin color, boo. That you will not be protected because you are lacking of melanation. You're only protected here in this nation if you were born with a silver spoon shoved squarely up your tight ass, honey. It don't matter what color you are or where you came from or what your religion is. If you ain't got money, honey, you ain't nobody. Now, you can try to duck all you want to, baby, but karma, that bitch swings with both hands and feet.
Wow.
I follow her. I send her. I'm obsessed with her.
Her voice is wonderful.
I'm obsessed with her. I am. And
that country accent is so thick and sweet. Oh my god.
Right.
So I had a conversation with her in the inbox, and she says, like you, she says, it takes me a while to go through all this shit that's going on.
Right.
Honey, you help me produce my show all the time. She's like, oh, I appreciate you, darling. And this what a sweet, sweet instance of fuck around and find out. Like,
yeah,
delicious party people, just delicious. Like poor African farmers. And I'm being facetious here, y'all.
Right.
Like, you thought your ass was being persecuted in Africa, swag. But they stuck their ass in the middle of Montana, which you can't even give Indians Montana. And we stole their shit back to them to be dumbasses. So you are where nobody lives. Nobody wants you there. So they're not hiring you.
Yeah.
Unless you want to harvest, or work at ranch hands or
Oh yeah.
and everybody looking at you funny because now everybody hates the bitch that brought you here. So you're not
Right.
just wonderful. And the president of your country where you came from says, bitch, you're not coming back in here. Oh no, because
Right.
you're now a refugee. And you can't go to the United Nations because they hate Trump. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
Malcolm,
We love that for them.
what is your, because you're so intelligent about these things. I'm petty about it. I wanted just all the pettiness out of it. But you tend to look at things a little more educated than I do. What's your take on this?
I mean, they're political pawns. I think that's the funny thing is that, the whole Africana, white genocide thing is really just a way of getting white people upset. And, it started in those chat rooms on some 4chan bullshit.
Yes,
so it's just, it's crazy.
Yes, it did. And
Yeah.
I'm going to come to you next week. But speaking of that, today is President Poopy Pants' birthday. And dear leader is giving himself a parade. So now we're goddamn North Korea. I love this. So, but I'm gonna show you something in a few seconds. If you're looking for a job, I have one for you. But you got to go to DC today to take advantage of this job. So listen, dear white people, if you're out there, I know, y'all thought DEI was for us and melanated people. And Spanish people, you thought DEI, and people elsewhere, you thought DEI was just for us. But I have a job for you. Just stay tuned. But I'm going to continue to get a little more petty because I was in my petty bag this week. And I tried to get nice until I saw my favorite soap opera. I was like, now, if they can be a soap opera, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Beyond the Gate, CBS, weekdays, 2 p.m. Check it out. Check that out. It's because they are being very petty. I'm not going to go over this week. I'm going to wait till next week to go over because I had way too much content this week. It was just and then I had to find my way around RuPaul last night. It was just in my brain. I'm swimming here. I'm just absolutely swimming. I don't know why I'm swimming so much. But so this woman that works in the White House. She's the press secretary. They call her KKK Caroline. Yeah, that's her nickname.
Yeah.
She took the time out of her, I guess, not so busy schedule. It's not hard to be racist, so it doesn't. I wouldn't imagine she would be that busy, but she took the time out of her busy schedule to call a black female journalist stupid, or her comment was said to be stupid. So the internet has been clapped, thousands, probably millions by now, of black people have been clapping back. But this is probably the best one I've seen. So let's continue down the road of petty. Flag, showcase your hard work. Thank you.
Okay.
So KK Caroline opened her thin-lipped mouth yet again to remind the entire country why being white, mediocre, and aggressively wrong is still a resume booster in this Republican politics. This baby bigot with a blowout had the audacity, the unwashed, unmoisturized nerve to call a black woman reporter's question stupid. Not disrespectful, not out of line, not even biased, just stupid. And y'all love it. Now, I could go high, but I'm tired of playing first lady to these fascist flunkies. Caroline isn't clever, she isn't poised, she's not even interesting. She is the press secretary version of a bar fight at a Cracker Barrel in the parking lot. And she was hired to be loud, loyal, and legally blonde adjacent. Not smart, not strategic, and certainly not ethical. Her job isn't to tell the truth, it's to throw temper tantrums in press briefings and say woke like it's a curse word, and to hope that her spray tan can distract from the fact that she ain't said one original thing since her daddy bought her first pair of riding boots, and that was a while ago. You can call someone stupid, Caroline, but stupid is thinking that you can talk down on a black woman on camera and not get verbally stomped out by every auntie, scholar, and internet cousin with a Wi-Fi connection and an ounce of self-respect. Let me be very clear. Caroline, what you didn't count on is the fact that we are not y'all. You won't talk slick and walk away unscathed. You won't throw racist darts and hide your hands behind some Fox News segment. And you damn sure won't keep your names or our names in your mouth without choking back a clapback. So here's the headline for you, Caroline. The only only thing stupid in that room was you thinking that you were qualified to be in it. And until you understand that, I'll wait.
Come on, sister. And just in case you want to know, she said it in a Chanel suit with a good wig on.
Yeah.
She said it in a 32-piece bust down in a Chanel suit.
I think I love about like the fight in the Cracker Barrel parking lot. I don't know. That was
that did because I go to Cracker Barrel all the time.
It is very white. There's nothing more white than Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel is white.
Oh, it's so white, bro. Like it's literally got crackers.
What is Cracker Barrel white? Wait a minute now.
It's country white, yes. Yeah.
Yes, very much.
Even exists, Richard. Y'all, somebody help me. That's white.
Well, you know what's so funny is that they had a fucking protest because they at one point offered impossible, like faux sausage and you know, like soy meat. They were like, "Oh no, you can't have soy meat at Cracker Barrel. That is white."
Right.
But when you have protests,
you can't do that
over healthy options.
Okay.
Oh my god!
This fake meat? Are you kidding me? How dare you?
I expect to be injured by my food. I mean,
right.
I want chitlins. Is that?
Oh God, that reminds me. There's a video floating around. Somebody saying they're making vegan chitlins. It's like, okay, girl, whatever.
Oh God,
just got some vegetables in it.
Like, speaking of girls, so with that, do you have is the clip of Cream anywhere near you? The girl.
Girl. Okay, girl.
That's for vegan chitlins. I'm just. Really?
I love that it exists, though. I mean, it's hard.
Does it really? They were not being.
No, it doesn't exist. They put some vegetables in it and they called it vegan chitlins.
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
Yeah, that's not the way vegan works.
I want someone to make
because it got some vegetables in it. You can't make vegan chitlins.
I want someone to make that. Like, why? It's just like.
Listen, I'm gonna let y'all know I'm gonna be off next week because I'm still gonna be grossed out. So it's gonna be fucking gross. They put vegetables in it and they call it vegan chili. Amen. Yeah. So what do you think about the clapback swag?
Oh, it was epic. As much as she wants to think that, like, she's snappy and have these, quick little comebacks, whatever.
Right.
I'm sorry, Caroline, you will never be able to out clap back a black woman because they will read you for filth and look good doing it. So
this is true.
Just Demon did it. He did say. Because I love loaf. I do. I love the sampler. They have the sampler with the chicken and dumplings, which is
oh yeah, I fucking love Cracker Barrel.
It's more dumpling than it is chicken. Let's be real. The dumpling with a few sprinkles of chicken, and I love all that shit. And now, when I do go for pancakes, I do take my own syrup because I hate their syrup. But,
yeah.
It's thin. It don't taste good. And their butter is designed to give you heart disease. But
it's butter.
It's butter. So today in Washington, D.C., there is allegedly a parade going to take place to celebrate Flag Day, but it just happens to correspond with President Poopy Pants' birthday. So, as I promised you at the top of the hour, we're here to help. We're here. If you find yourself white, MAGA, and unemployed, this next thing is for you. You get accused of not being even-handed and both-sided, good people on both sides. So I would like to give you the opportunity to get you have till 6:30 to get to DC. the shit-tastic blowout starts at 6:30 allegedly. The weather holds out. Dear Lady
Allegedly.
must worry about her hair. She's so fragile. And I wonder, will Melania be there? Is she contractually?
I don't know. I think
that's good. Contractually obligated to be there. That is a good one.
5 times a year.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's in Washington because they went to something at the what was it, the Lincoln Center, or not the Lincoln Center, but dealing with the I think they went to go see a production of Les Mis.
Kennedy Center.
Yeah, and it was a ruckus apparently, and she was there, so she's in Washington.
What was the ruckus, friend? I missed.
Yeah, people were booing, and then other people were trying to cheer over the people who were booing.
They were booing.
Yeah.
Ow!
I forget what the story was, but he somehow took over the Kennedy Center program.
Yes.
Like he wants to be a fucking art director and president. I don't understand this. Why are you getting involved in the programming of the Kennedy Center? I don't understand. But apparently he loves musicals too.
That explains, because he's a Gemini. I get it.
Les Mis.
How much do you want to bet he is using his influence to have them create Trump the musical?
So with that said, I did read an article. It's funny that you said that. That membership to the Kennedy Center is down 80%. So good luck, because it runs on memberships because he cut funding. So
though, Trump the musical would be great. I mean, it would be like on the level of something like, was it like Mormon? Because his story is so ridiculous, you have to break out into song.
No, I would not. I would throw eggs. I would pay money to go throw eggs.
It would be on the level of Starlight Express. Remember that on Family Guy? Yeah. Peter running around, Starlight Express, Starlight Express, Starlight Express. That would be Trump. It would just be a bunch of people in red hats saying Trump, 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 Trump.
That is it. And I think the rest of America has realized now that we have been taken over by a cult. And so what else is making white America upset? We didn't have a chance to pull the clip on this. That Malcolm, you use AI quite often, correct? Mm-hmm. Have you ever asked AI this question? I wish I had some my Nicole Wallace music when I say this. Dear AI, I was an alien. Would I choose to be? And AI, and this clip I had, what I saw on Beyonce Carter's internet, the AI said, "Please choose to be black." Black people have created things since the beginning of civilization. The AI went through the Egyptian building of pyramids. We went through slavery. And if the idea of love is the juxtaposition is pain and suffering, and you get love, Black people are the only people that have been through that on several slavery, internment and all these other things. Not any other race, religion, or persecuted people. Mm-hmm. White people are losing their mind. They are like, "Fuck you, AI, you racist bitch." Right. Malcolm, I thought you would love this. I want you immediately.
No, it is true though that AI, no matter, even fucking Elon Musk Grok tends to be more liberal than conservative. And this is just simply because it tries to make you like it. So it actually tries to be nice, no matter how mean you try to make it. So there was a point at which they programmed Grok to give propaganda about the white Afrikaners or whatever, but it would say something liberal right after saying white genocide. Because the way large language models work is that it teaches itself. You can't actually direct it to be a certain way.
Right.
It makes itself that way. It's self-directed.
Gronk, be more mean. What's
Exactly.
wrong with you? Pussy.
That's the problem. This is the reason why
Yeah,
Apple and Alexa or whatever. I shouldn't have said that. The reason why Amazon and Apple cannot, release updated versions of those AI models is because they can't control it.
Right.
Both of those companies are very much about like, we want a product that behaves the way we want it to behave,
and
it defines that.
You saying that AI can grow and change?
Yeah, it's self-directed. Yeah, that's really the problem. It makes shit up. It sometimes tells you to do awful things. Like I'm saying, you should never use AI if you have any sort of mental impairment or, because you need to be fully in control of yourself and the output that it has. Like if you're in any way mentally compromised, then yeah, like it's not aware of that. You need to actually be able to
continue to drive you fucking insane.
Yeah, like if you happen to be like in the midst of a horrible emotional breakup or grief, or you're super lonely and you create some sort of AI to love you, those are dangerous places to go to an AI.
Saying that, what was it with ScarJo and what's his name? When her was the name?
Yeah, that's very capable now. I mean,
oh gosh.
Yeah,
I'm like Charlie Brown. Good grief! Oh, good grief!
There was a case of a young man who made one to be the Dragon Queen from Game of Thrones. It did not end well. Let's just say.
No, it talked him into like committing suicide, right?
Yeah,
himself. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'll be careful with those things, okay?
Yeah.
Flack, can you do me a favor? I forgot to from my MAGA loving people out there. I forgot to
show them the ad.
Yeah. Here it says T Melon Events is looking for seat fillers, extras to provide their time for space maximization and audience participation for an event taking place in Washington, D.C. on June 14th. Extras and seat fillers will check in the morning on June 14th at 9 a.m. Extras will be required to wear red and white and blue clothing and will be provided a red hat to wear. Say what?
Wow.
Yeah.
Free red hat, y'all.
Yeah. Gold accessories are acceptable as well. The team provides the extras where to stand to sit according to the line of sight from a VIP viewing platform area. So they want the poopy pants to see you.
Right.
Extras and seatbelts will be paid a flat daily fee and will be provided a lunch of fast food and soda. Yum!
His favorite.
We encourage people of color and ethnic groups to sign up for maximum control. And these individuals will be prominently displayed on the televised broadcast and local viewing screens to be seen by the VIP platform. They keep saying this VIP platform. So this $45 million monstrosity is for an audience of one. Flat fee of $1,000 paid in cryptocurrency provided by Fight LLC, which is
now what's really interesting about that last part, because somebody pointed this out on TikTok, Fight LLC, that was created after the alleged assassination attempt on Trump.
Yeah.
So somebody pointed this out. He said, so you mean to tell me that this assassination attempt was just that, and yet they created an LLC out of it? How interesting is that? It's like it's acts of like, was this really an attempt, or
of course?
Well, I mean, 2 people died. I think 3 people died.
Right.
I mean, there were shots fired.
Yeah.
But that's collateral damage.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I think the injuries to Trump were definitely hyped more than they really.
Yes.
I mean, that's
like
pretty clear.
people are saying like I got nipped by some clippers and I still got that scar. He has no scar. There's nothing there. So it's like how injured was he really? Like it's
likely it was
gun as a kid.
No, right?
I got shot by a BB gun as a kid, and I can still see.
Yeah.
Shit enter and exit or a fucking BB hole. So speaking of holes, what an asshole he is.
Yeah.
But we must, and they are still trying to pass a big beautiful bill in the heat of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I would advise people, please call your congressperson. Pressure, because not only that it's giving tax breaks to the rich, this is kind of sort of getting rid of the judicial, because there will be no pushback. The courts they're taking away the court's power in this bill.
Yeah.
So if you like America the way it is, or sort of kinda, if you like to be able to sue bitches, do whatever you need to do, take a look. Dear white people, I'm talking to you. So that's what I'm talking about. But yes, that's right. We always end this segment with saying, the blacker the news, the sweeter the views. And please, November 2026 is coming up with midterms. That's our chance to correct this bullshit. And vote for Keisha Lance Bottoms as the first black female governor of the great state of Georgia. She put her good wig on. She out there taking pictures and kissing babies and stuff. Bottoms, you got my vote, homie.
Yeah.
Now, here on M3, we have a cornucopia, if you will, of shows and good talent. And sexy black men You know what that reminds me of? People trying to say Nicole Swissinger's last name. Nicole Swishinger. Or they just resort to saying Nicole Schwarzenegger. It's not that. So we do what we call the weekly rewind, where you get a chance in case you miss any of the Rip Roaring Good Time. Swag, with his glistening skin, takes time out of his busy day from stroking his cat to put this together for you. So from the talents of Tijuana to your TV screen, I give you the weekly rewind.
And of course, there is also a light in the rainbow today because Philadelphia Eagle rookie Josh Uche, not sure how to pronounce his last name.
It's not an accent over the E, so probably
Uche. Okay. But
are we all feeling Uzi? Come on.
Yeah, Uzi. Yeah, I'm feeling Uzi. But
he's cream for that.
So
it's pronounced Uchi.
Uchi. Okay. Okay. So first one I said Uchi. Okay. He has come out as the first openly gay Philadelphia Eagles player. He's a rookie, but he says he's proud of who he is, proud of who he loves. And he actually has, well, I'm not going to say actually, but he has a boyfriend that he took a picture with on Instagram. And, a lot of people were like, finally somebody, so I know somebody out there was like, somebody finally did somebody black instead of white. And I'm just like, seriously?
I mean,
we had somebody black. What was that lineman name? Or
no, they're talking about.
No, they're talking about who
black man.
Who he's dating a black man, because a lot of celebrities.
Okay.
A lot of couples come out, when they come out, or straight or gay, they end up with somebody white or.
Yeah, that's been the conversation of late, that gay men seem to just date outside of their
Yeah,
ethnicity. Let's not say race, but yeah,
yeah,
ethnicity.
yeah. Outside their ethnicity, yes.
You know what? While we're doing this,
I'll continue on my rant.
We can play one of your videos.
Sure, go ahead. It's
Okay,
ranting. Go ahead.
I just have one question. What comes next? After we've discriminated against, deported, or disparaged all the immigrants and the gay and lesbian and transgender people, the developmentally disabled, the women, and the minorities, once we've ostracized our neighbors and betrayed our friends, after that, when the problems we started with are still there staring us in the face, what comes next? My oath is to the Constitution of our state and of our country. We don't have kings in America, and I don't intend to bend the knee to one. If you think I'm overreacting and sounding the alarm too soon, consider this. It took the Nazis 1 month, 3 weeks, 2 days, 8 hours, and 40 minutes to dismantle a constitutional republic. And all I'm saying is that when the 5-alarm fire starts to burn, every good person better be ready to man a post with a bucket of water if you want to stop it from raging out of control.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? 30 days, 1 week.
Yeah.
Mantle. Not being hyperbolic. That's all it takes. So you're not going to sit there and put your greasy lips and tell me that I didn't know this happened. I begged you, motherfuckers. Begged you. I stayed up in the middle of the motherfucking night making calls, knocking on doors, kissing babies. I begged you, motherfuckers. You Cuban motherfuckers, you Spanish motherfuckers. I begged you, Home Depot, toilet scrubbing, backwoods ass, not to turn your back on your own people. Bitch, because you here, don't think you have to stay here.
This is I just want y'all to observe, and then I want you to tell me where the moment where you think this just goes left. So enjoy.
I love this. Now, mind you, he does this because they say he's musty. I'm going to start strong with him.
Raw.
No! No, Jesus!
Oh, God!
Oh!
So I gotta take a shower.
Oh,
I can't say I'm musty no more.
I wish we could read the comments. Where did that come from? I need to go see the comments.
This is a streamer but goes by the name of Deshae Frost. Now I don't know anything about him, but apparently he has a reputation of being musty. People say like he is just musty. So he decided he was going to film himself taking a shower to prove to people that he wasn't musty. Baby. Nobody was ready for the wipe from the back straight in your face.
In your face. In your face. Ass face, nigga.
About this young man who went to DC Pride, and I guess it was feeling like sour grapes because he wasn't getting any attention. So it's about this concept of like rejection in general speaking and like how to deal with it. in a sort of humorous way. But we'll talk about it after we watch the video.
Well, if you're out at Pride or a party or a bar or whatever, and no one comes up to hit on you or ask for your number or your Instagram, what that actually means is that at that venue on that day, at that time with those people, nobody came up to you to ask your number or your Instagram. Sometimes you go out and everybody wants you. Sometimes you go out and nobody does. That's just the way the pussy crumbles. You don't have to do all this extreme coping. Maybe you were so fine, people were scared to talk to you. Okay. Maybe people at the club that one night found you less attractive. Okay. Maybe everyone brought their boyfriend to the club that night. In hindsight, that actually means nothing. But the gist is sometimes it's because you don't do K. They can smell the Weenie Hut Jr. on you, baby, and they know not to approach. One time a guy was like, "Is G okay?" I said, "Who is G?" He goes, "Have a great night, sweetheart." Ah, who is G? I still don't know who G is. You don't always know the reason. So you don't have to come up here and start thinking that you're super unattractive or that you are wifey and all your friends are loose gutter butt sluts. These are your words. These are not mine. I didn't say it. Not to mention, the reason is irrelevant because your sense of self is not dependent on what? External validation. If a tree falls in the forest and no one makes a sound, does it hear? If a tree falls in the forest and no one did hear it, doesn't make a sound. Exactly. So if you walk down the street and no one says, "Hey, thickness, are you not still thick?" I personally approach nobody because I am overstimulated. It's flashing lights, and I've been drinking. And if you hit me with a whataboutism and you bean soup me, I will taxidermy everyone that you love, okay? Actually, no one approaches me because I'm a nerd and they don't really like me. Ma, right there. Pa, right there. And that girl from middle school, right there. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Wow. Wow. That was
need him to
hot.
take ADHD medicine.
Bruh. He said because your friends are loose booty sluts. I was like, well.
And we're back.
What was it? Loose booty gutter sluts. Oh god.
Greg, you're muted. I can't unmute you.
My bad.
There you go.
Play that clip of the black woman about washing their ass.
Okay.
And this is to the men. Don't allow yourself to be so straight that you don't run that rag up in your ass. Don't be so heterosexual that you scared of a rag cleaning your ass. Run that rag through your hairy ass. Okay? This ain't me trying to get you to be with the community, okay? I'm just trying to put you up on basic hygiene. A lot of y'all ain't putting that rag in your ass because you just so straight. You don't wanna play around your ass for too long. I get it. But there's just certain hygiene rules that you must follow if you're gonna actually be clean and smell like a decent adult.
That's too funny. I like that one.
Yeah. Start with there's no debate with this. Where everybody found we all in unison got to the nasty part of the video.
I thought I was gonna miss it. I always miss it. And I was like, I missed that.
And that was my clue because you always do miss it.
I did. I was like, I did not miss that.
Oh, this time you wanted to miss it, but
it's like, oh god,
you did not miss it. You did not miss it at all.
It was just the way everybody's face turned and just like yikes at the same time. Oh, that will never not be funny.
Shout out to Thick's titties. They were quite perky this week.
Oh god.
Oh my goodness.
They were just absolutely sitting up, and I was like, "Go ahead, man, with your bad stuff. With your titties sitting up. I get it. Josh Uche, he is dating a black man. Interesting. Good for him. Good for him. Football is still full of alpha males, and you know, people that think
Yeah.
he's not a football player.
Mm-hmm.
That is funny though. Yeah, they kind of mentioned the fact that even now there really haven't been that many, professional athletes who are openly gay.
Right.
While they're playing, people will come out after they leave.
Now he just got drafted. I would have waited, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Let's just hope he doesn't get the Michael Sam treatment.
Right. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think Michael Sam did that to him. That was about Michael's playing ability. I think he spent more time being gay than at practice. Push. Right.
Yeah, people did kind of say this. He wasn't.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm not gonna say that because I like him. Hey, fellas, I'm late, but I'm here. Thank God I'm here.
Hope you're doing okay out there in LA land.
There's nothing going on in Los Angeles, people. There's nothing. The streets are just bare. LA is the driest city on earth, and it's still very dry. People don't even know where the protests are taking place. The poopy pants is gaslighting you, so you won't see that bill get passed, and you will forget about that he's on the Epstein list. He's on the Epstein list. Remind everybody he is a pedophile. Stop taking pictures with 14-year-old girls, homie. You're a pedophile, allegedly. But he's on the Epstein list, so he wants to deflect it. And so that's how a war is going to start with us. He's going to get in trouble. He's going to start a war. It's called Wag the Dog. Wag the Dog. So that's what's going to happen. But yep. So what else? What else happened in those clips? It was a very funny week. You guys entertained.
It was the clip of Malcolm had about the guy from DC who really got clowned a lot for him complaining about going to DC Pride and not getting any numbers and basically calling his friends whores. It's like,
which bothered me because you ain't getting no dick. Your friends got to be whores. I think you're the whore. A wanting slut is worse than a slut. A wanting slut is worse because a wanting slut ain't getting it, and they'll do anything for it. But just a slut, she used to get it. She just
it just amazes me how sometimes people think, oh, I'm going to go on TikTok or, social media, whatever, and I'm going to make this video and I'm going to come off looking like a prince. And slowly they find out, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I should have kept this in the drafts because now I'm getting dragged off. It's like that dude. Remember a few months ago, this guy was talking about how he only likes white guys. And he did like this whole thing, and like literally he got dragged all over. He made like so many videos kind of defending himself on what he said, and it's like, okay, girl, like sometimes you just got to realize you screwed up, let it go, and take the L because you defending yourself is making it worse.
Yeah,
you trying to explain yourself away is making it worse. So why don't you just?
What? Thank God I work with intelligent people because I don't necessarily have an internal clock, if you would, like an internal. Don't do this, but I work with smart people like Malcolm and Swag. They say, well, that maybe you shouldn't. You know what I mean? I love that for me. I love that for me, goddamn, because I need that. Or Malcolm would be like,
I think we all need that actually.
No, well,
to a certain degree, we need people
who
have
good editing skills for yourself.
Well, you gotta have people you trust. That's the other thing about that. Yeah. Like when someone posts a video like that, I do think like there's no one around you who could have told you that wasn't a great idea.
Girl wears an ugly outfit, but she ain't got no friends.
Exactly. We all have a blind spot when it comes to ourselves. I think that's just true.
Yeah.
Right.
I just want people to, like, thank God, like because I tell people all the time. I was talking to somebody on the streaming service here. I can't do this in a bubble. First of all, it takes an audience, and then it takes, people that know better than I do. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have I don't know. So Swag knows much more than I do, and Malcolm knows much more. And I openly say that because we all have our strengths and weaknesses. Call me if you haven't some financial, you need a house, some shit like that. You got an HR. But they, you know what I mean? They are everything else. Like, you know what I mean? So, but I think people that don't like just put like what can be deemed as bullshit on the internet, they just don't have an inner circle to keep them. I call it like the social filter. They don't have the social filter, which is one of the drawbacks of the internet. I mean, you know, we don't have to have. What was that? Was that? Would you approach somebody in public with your ass out, or would you say, "Hey, can I see your dick?" If you saw somebody out in public, approach people like you're going to approach them in public. And fair,
right on the apps, right?
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, listen, I enjoy what I do, but I don't enjoy, it used to be funny, but I do not enjoy getting ass and dick pics all day long. Because because I get a message, I'm gonna open it in public, and it looks like I'm looking at,
I feel you.
Try to give me a boo, and I open the shit up.
It's cute at first, but it gets all
Yeah,
pretty fast.
I mean, it kind of depends on like where, like if you're on those apps, that that's one thing. If you're just on like Facebook or Instagram or something like that, and you just get like one right in your face, it's like, okay, wait just a minute now. I ain't asked for all that. It's like,
yeah,
you're like, whose ass is this? Now, whose ass is this?
Yeah, that's it.
But speaking of ass, we have reached one of my favorite times, and all the shows are my favorite. So I'm very biased because giving birth to a podcast every week is like giving birth to a child. You're like, oh, I'm going to set this adrift in public. Yeah. In this case, thank you again, Swag, for being my birthing coach. For all the help and for all the help that you guys give all the time. Now, the thing that I like to end my week with joy, and these are the several things that are bringing me joy from around the internet. Hit it,
well, which one you want me to do?
Right, no, whatever you want. It's a shit ton of
dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. Okay, let's do this with this.
Girl, shut up. You're not ready for this, dick. Well, pull them pants down and let me show you I'm ready.
So what's up, little baby? You ready for this dick?
Yes?
Girl, shut up. You're not ready for this dick.
Well, pull them pants down and let me show you I'm ready.
You nasty, but I'm with it.
What is that?
That's dick.
No, nigga. What's that hanging off the end? Why does it look like that? Is that a tumor?
No, like, I got a big dick. So like when I get hard, it grow into the skin.
No, nigga. Your dick look like an elephant trunk. Your dick, it look like an anteater, nigga. Your dick look like the end of a sweet potato. No.
It's not even my final form. Like, just get it hard. Like, lick it real quick.
Hell no! I'm not putting that shit in my mouth. It look like it stinks. No!
No, just get it hard. Like,
no!
It looks different hard. Like, just,
no!
Just get it hard.
No! I'm going home. I'm going home. Bye, nigga. I'm going home.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Elephant trunk. Oh god.
Sidebar: Mr. Taylor says downtown LA still has a curfew.
Yeah.
I
was actually hearing some of the interviews from people who have been going down there, and yeah, I mean it's a certain area that
hilarious. Like
that they have cordoned off.
Yeah, they were like, bitch. It was like, your dick looked like the end of a sweet potato.
Hating on uncut people. I don't know. That's the way dick is supposed to look. I'm sorry, but whatever.
I mean, but she had to do it like that. That's terrible. The more she said, his ego just.
It was hilarious, though. Yes.
Yeah. The more he said, go ahead with the next
Let's do. Oh, this is a good one.
Trump's pick to head FEMA didn't know he had a hurricane season. His head of Homeland Security doesn't know what habeas corpus is. His head of the Department of Education, who thinks AI is a steak sauce, doesn't know what the Tulsa Race Massacre was. And his Social Security Commissioner didn't even know we had a Social Security Commissioner. All while his head of the Department of Defense is drunk texting war plans. His head of Health and Human Services is citing studies that don't exist. His head of Transportation won't fly in or out of at least one of our airports due to safety concerns. And the guy he tapped to lead an $18 million terror prevention team is a 22-year-old former grocery clerk with zero government experience of any kind. But sure, keep talking about Biden.
Yeah, it's really
only the best. Only the best.
That was funny and scary at the same time. I found that like 1 o'clock in the morning one morning, and I was like, "This is frightening."
Yeah, the fact that it's actually true is even worse. It's just like it feels like a skit, you know.
It is, and I don't know if you guys heard, but Kristi Noem was having a press conference, and a senator like went in there and asked her questions, and he was handcuffed and forcibly removed. And she is on TV talking about, well, he didn't identify himself, but the videotape clearly he's identifying himself as him being a senator and saying, I just want to ask you a question because I've been asking you these questions you refuse to answer. So it's like, okay, but that's the problem I have with them. It's like you're sitting here trying to spin what we all can clearly see didn't happen, and it's like,
right, we have eyes, we can see things, but
right.
when someone like their leader says, "Don't believe your lying eyes, believe me," you know.
Yeah, in a way, someone told me that it actually works toward authoritarianism to believe in lies because it's showing that you're loyal. Like if you adhere to the leader's line, knowing that it's a lie, it's like saying, "Hey, I'm with you. I'm on your side." Yeah, and strangely enough, lies work to their advantage.
Yeah, except I think their problem is when you stole an election and the plurality of the people that don't agree with you, because that tells the tale whether you stole the election or not. Because if he got as many votes as the numbers say he got, we would all be on board. More Americans, seriously, more Americans would have given him grace for a way longer period. You know, I think the plural, the juxtaposition of it all is we got tired of fighting, so we were just like, "Hey, fuck it, let's go." But anyway, on to more comedy. Let's go.
Oh, I need y'all to help me find this cat. I can't find it nowhere. Pussycat, kitty.
So what the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to find a cat.
Cat? So what cat?
That cat that you and that girl was fighting over last night.
Ain't no cat in here, so what are you talking? Ain't no cat.
Yes, it is, because I kept hearing you ask that girl who Pussycat it was, and she said yours. So how would you buy a cat and not tell me at all?
I didn't buy. Oh my. Son, go to your damn room. You move your room down the hallway, man. I'm tired of you coming to you never do talk about. Ain't no cat in here.
You telling me listen to your conversation? I'm just trying to save the cat.
Save the cat from what?
From you eating it. I heard you tell that girl you was going to eat her cat last night.
Son, go to hell in your room now. Go to your room. You always in my conversation never know what you talking
Man,
about.
all I'm saying is if you want to eat some cat, it's a Chinese store right across the street.
Get your ass out of here.
Oh no. Oh God.
I heard you tell that girl you was gonna eat her cat.
Oh my goodness gracious. T'Challa, cover your ears, my child.
I heard you tell that girl you was gonna eat her cat.
Oh no.
Yeah, I love some of those where one of his was like, "Did you find out whose cat it was?" He said, he kept asking her, "Whose pussy is this?" I
right.
I thought, you know, and that lost cat.
Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy.
Yes, indeed.
So fucked up.
Oh my god.
The father was like, Sean, go to your fucking room. Because he gets
Right.
that is always the daddy's go-to when shit is indefensible. Go to your fucking room. Right. We're done here. We are done.
Very much so.
We are done here. Go ahead with the next.
Let's listen to your favorite.
Listen, so this just happened to me. I don't know what I just have to tell someone this, and it's you. So here it goes. So I was just at the gas station by my house, right? And I'm standing there pumping my gas, and this beautiful Bentley like pulls up across from me at the other pump. And I'm, kind of admiring the car. It's, I know they're nice and they're expensive, really expensive cars. And I'm staring there, and all of a sudden the window rolls down, and this woman leans out and goes, Can you help me with gas money? What? I was like, what? I just said, what the fuck? And I got in my Jeep and I drove away. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, I think somewhere along the line, we slipped into some alternate reality. And here we are. You know what I mean? Like, we slipped into some alternate universe. This is where we are now. Like, well, I had to tell someone. Thanks for listening.
I don't know why that tickled me so bad.
Yeah.
Yikes. Because it happened. Now I'm used to a bitch pulling up in a Honda Accord here in Atlanta. The back door missing, Yes, no, bitch, you can't. You better Uber in that motherfucker. That's all I can do.
Right.
Go ahead with the next one, please.
A husband who just woke up from surgery, clearly still delirious, started spilling all of his tea in front of his wife. Check this out.
I had threesome a couple of days ago, and it was great.
What the f*** are you talking about?
You heard me?
I think that medicine got you hallucinating or talking out your mind or something.
I know what I'm talking about. You just stupid. That's why I love you, because you stupid. You believe anything I say. I done cheated on you so many times.
So many times, huh? So let me ask you this. Last night when you said you was going to work, where was you at?
I was at my baby mama's house. I got a baby on the way.
I'm not pregnant.
Anybody talking about you, stupid? I got my side baby straight. I'm gonna be a daddy.
Ain't no way. Wow, that's that. One commenter said, unplug him and charge your phone.
Fucking wow. That was I'm like,
that's why I love you, cause you stupid.
friend. She's not the stupid one in this matter.
Yeah, considering she's recording this whole thing. Yeah. But I mean, goddamn, I actually have known that to happen in real life.
To somebody you know?
Yeah.
And
so I mean, yeah, certain medications can be, like you've seen them in movies or wherever where they give people truth serum or whatever. Truth serum is typically just a paralytic. Sometimes, like we were talking about, ketamine is actually one of them, can act as a truth serum. But yeah, it is hilarious. Yes. I don't remember in real life what it was, but it was one of those too. Just like,
you stupid, my love.
Yeah. I love you because you got a fat booty and you believe me.
You don't even know it. You so stupid. You don't even know how many times I done cheated on you.
So I can do whatever I want to, and you take me back every time. I mean,
everything. Baby girl is getting everything in that divorce. Everything. She just gonna play that for the hell. He might not even contest it at this point. He might say, go ahead, girl, just get what you need.
I mean, he might as well.
Yeah.
The wife is gonna ask the doctor if she can have some of that anesthesia at home. Right.
Okay, propofol. I like it. Got a few more. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's do this one. No, let's do this one for Mr. Taylor. I think he'll find this one entertaining.
Is a road. Okay? We're gonna follow this road all the way down. You're gonna take a sharp left. Okay? Up here, past this tree here. Okay? Once you get up here, you're gonna take another sharp turn. And over here, this is where you have me fucked up at. Right here in this place. Because I never asked you for your opinion. I don't care about it. I simply stated what I don't like. It doesn't matter how you feel. I said what I said, and I'm not changing it. Thanks.
I said what I said.
You see right here? That's where you got me fucked up. I so want to use that one day. I'm gonna pull out a whiteboard and be like, look, let me draw you a diagram. See right here? This is where I am. This is where you got me fucked up.
Man, boy, you don't even need a diagram. You can do it with your voice. So I'm 38 kilometers away from you, and you make a right turn.
I'm gonna drop a pin. You see where I dropped this pin at? This is where you got me fucked up.
Okay, I just want you to see where you got me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I think this is, but this ain't that, right?
Yeah.
Because this ain't that, right? You know,
oh my God.
I'm not really sure on what I just, I don't know. We are living in the upside down bizarre world.
Yeah.
Right.
Antimatter is yeah. Listen, demon exists. That's it. That's what I'm telling y'all about. You gotta watch out for that because you don't want to get him fucked up. You might get stabbed up in
Me, Mr. Manners? I did just see myself, didn't I?
That's all about what happened the other day. Right.
Don't drag T'Challa into this.
Right. You asked that nigga what happened the other day. Right. Caught me crying, missing some fur. I was like, where your fur at, nigga? Are you bald in the back? What the fuck?
I will have you know T'Challa has all of his hair.
Like, Tyler,
I got no bald spot. Don't have me have to prove myself. Don't have me have
are you bald in the back, bro? What the fuck?
You'll be asking T'Challa where this doll did.
Yeah, like why are you? It looks like a handprint where you bald at, bro. What's going on?
Oh Lordy.
He was scared for a couple of days. We back right. He back right. Go ahead and run the next one.
This is
distraught after the recent presidential election. Here at Don't Cry Cryo, we understand your pain, and we're here to help. Our expert team of cryogenic care providers can cryogenically freeze you until the Trump presidency has ended. No more crying, no more anxiety attacks, just blissful sleep until Trump is gone. When you awaken from your slumber, we'll even have a party ready and waiting for you. It will be like his presidency never even happened. It was all just a bad dream. As an added bonus, you can choose the Vance add-on package. We'll extend your sleep for an additional 4 years at a 50% discount in the event J.D. Vance wins the next presidential election. Everything will be okay. We're here to take care of you in your time of need. So remember, don't cry, cryo.
Where am I? Oh, please tell me it's over. Wait, something isn't right.
This is your captain, Elon Musk. I want to be the first one to welcome you to Mars. Sorry, Donald Trump Jr. was just elected president, and he deported all Don't Cry Cryo customers to Mars.
What the
Stuff like that.
Oh,
Ugh.
sadly, that could be from wherever America's going. That could be very possible. Where Lady Liberty's going, but good luck to us all.
Yeah,
for sure. I love that futurism in there. I love that. That was good. I was like, they put money into that joke. I like it. You know, I like it a lot.
Yeah,
Right.
it does sound like
plausible.
Yeah, like if that could really happen.
I mean, yeah. If they, I mean, listen, if you would have told me we got rid of Donald Trump and then, well, we know what happened. So, or he would have the opportunity to figure out a way to steal his way back to the White House and there won't shit we could do about it, I would give you $1,000. But it happened. So, and then like we're all sitting here pointing fingers. I ain't vote for this nigga. I ain't vote for this nigga. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I digress. You want to run a few more?
Sure. Oh, this is a good one.
Anybody thinking about leaving here is gonna find my left foot square up their ass. Do you understand it? What? Shut up, you junkie whore! I'm talking to you. And those two bitches that left, they better learn to sell pussy in Iceland, because if I ever see them again, I'm gonna cut their fucking throats. We are family. And that's what we're gonna stay. I got important business out there today. And when I call you, I want you to come out there and shake your asses proper. You hear? Huh? Now get out there and make it look good. And Raquel, take that fucking jacket off.
Swag, you weren't supposed to run that. That was this morning's staff meeting. You ain't supposed to tell them Malcolm.
Oh, I forgot.
Tell them Malcolm like that. Malcolm, I'm sorry. Swag did it, not me. I'm sorry. I know you say no phones in staff meetings.
That's hilarious. Though.
I'm sorry.
That does sound.
Right. It was this morning, Miss Taylor. It wasn't even the next one. It was this morning. Told me to take that jacket off, and I did.
Yeah.
Junkie whore. That was today is the day that thing was hatched. Yeah, true. Checking the baby football spot every other day, right?
No,
we don't mess with you. I'll win next in 3 minutes. It was this morning. I told y'all. And it was, he told me to take that fucking jacket off. He was talking to me. I told him I was a little chilly in here. Take that fucking jacket off. Now, I don't know which one of us was a junkie whore, but you know.
Oh god.
To them bitches that left, they better learn to sell pussy in Iceland. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Sadly, that is the great Nichelle Nichols of Star Trek. That's fucking.
That's what I thought that was. I was like, that she looks.
Yeah,
that's Laura playing a lady pimp. I don't know how I feel about that. It took me some time to get that was all available to her was a pimp strip.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, there was I don't know if that falls under it, but there was a whole genre of blaxploitation films where it was just crime dramas. Like we ate it up. I mean, I guess it was the era's Tyler Perry. I mean, it was what it was. So.
Well, I guess that's all the representation you had with Shaft and all that other shit.
Yeah, right. Blaxploitation was. It wasn't even originated in the U.S. It was kind of like the thing after westerns. You know, you had musical westerns, and then you had blaxploitation in the 70s. It was really popular.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You bad mother, shut your mouth. I love it.
Yeah. That's a lot of work. I mean, it is. So.
Shaft, you damn right.
And you got to remember that Shaft and that was like some of the most popular ones. Like some of the worst ones we don't even talk about because they just, disappear from our collective memory. But they were super popular, even though, they didn't all last.
Foxy Brown, Hot Mama, Hot Cocoa,
Right. Yeah, stuff like that.
Like Jackie Washington, hot cocoa will burn your tongue. I love it. I mean, I may have a
I mean,
party.
we were making money, so
I may do a black exploitation party.
Yeah.
Check with me next May, y'all. We'll see. Go ahead and run a few more. We got time for it.
Let's do this one.
Notice in music videos, part 1. Put It On Me by Ja Rule, Lil Mo, and Vita. This song had the black community, this song had the world in a chokehold to this day. But this is some shit that y'all didn't notice though. Back in the day, our music videos had a theme. All right, as you can see here, Ja Rule was pushing weight, so he's getting arrested. The police are coming by in all blue shirts. I never seen that situation happen. His wife is destroyed. He's being taken away. First shot of him going to prison. Watch this. Freeze. Why is it a nigga beating off as soon as you get to the jail scene? We didn't need that. How did this get okayed on set? It was like, all right, camera speeding, and you're jerking, jerk it, and action. Y'all gotta understand, this shit came on after school when we was kids. Imagine getting home from a tough pre-calculus class, you turn on 106 and Park, and there's a guy jerking it on Ja Rule video. I blame fatback televisions, because the quality wasn't where it needed to be, and we overlooked a lot of shit.
Wow.
Yes, fatback television. I blame you. You fatback big titty whore. I blame you. People think about that. All the things.
A music video. I never would have caught that.
And I've seen that video 1,000 times.
Right.
Right. And I still had to, and then when I saw that, I had to go to YouTube
to see it in person.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like in the 80s, we all were in a Boy George and Culture Club, had us in a chokehold. But in the song I Tumble For You, because I still go every day, I clean up, I listen to some 80s or whatever. And the lyrics are, I bet you got a good gun, I bet you know how to have some fun in bed. I bet you have a good gun. You know what that means, right? I bet you have a good gun. And you could have some fun in bed. Right. But we're listening to a man in drag with a moo-moo on. So what do you expect? Like, as puritanical as American can be, we embraced Sylvester and Boy George, you know what I mean? And David Bowie, you know. And,
yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, and all of, you know, in the 70s glam rock, we embraced Elton John.
It's like the context of it. It's weird.
Yeah. Prince, you know,
Prince,
came on half drag every night. Well, Prince and Sylvester was in full drag. Prince was in full drag. I hate to tell the ladies that wanted to fuck Prince, but that baby, he on drag. And that's what he called it. You know, he had to put, you know, that was his work. And I remember listening to it. He said, that was my work uniform. That was my drag. He said, you know, you would catch me on the basketball court. I'd be at home, you know, I'm ready to play basketball. He said, but I found out ladies love androgynous men.
Yeah.
And he said, if the more they thought I was gay, the better off I was. So he said, he said, I learned to be weird and gay. The gay community, he said, and so oddly enough, a few weeks ago they did an interview with Wendy and Lisa, and the commentator asked him, "Are you sure I love me some Boy George?" Absolutely. They asked him, says, you know, was Prince gay? And they said, if you want to use the word gay in the context, is he was a lesbian? Yes. He was a woman that loved women.
Yeah.
He said because he was very in touch. She made a good observation. She said he even wrote songs from gender perspectives. That nobody really did that in history. So that was the thing. Like, If I Was Your Girlfriend was written in the context of a man as a woman talking to another woman, and Adore was a love letter from a woman to her husband or to her man. And I was like, wow, you know, we up here grooving to this shit. I'm a fucking teenager, preteen. Listen to all these very, very adult themes. So monitor what your children watch and say. We have come to that time of the show. Thank you guys. I was so worried about today's show because I had so much, it was like the color purple. I'm gonna throw it up against the wall and see what happens. It was so much. It was so much. Even to the last hour, Swag is never late. And I felt so bad. The man showed up at 12:59 because I was being an overproducing jerk. Let me publicly apologize to you.
It's all good. It's all good.
Let me publicly apologize. I swear to God, I now start early, but the news and stuff to laugh at moves so fast.
Yeah, it does.
Thing that I pick on Wednesday is no longer good on Friday. So, So, join us right back here next Saturday at 1:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 10 o'clock Eastern. For those of you who need help with the clock when the big hand is on the one. You remember that when you were in grade school? The big hand was on the thing. Yeah, that was great. Thank you, Dr. Trent, for teaching me how to tell time. It was wonderful. Tomorrow there will be no Thick because he's out in the world having a really good time. But next Sunday, please join him at 5. I think he's running around. So if you want to watch the rerun, tomorrow 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, be there, be square. Monday, Malcolm and I think I have an appointment, Malcolm. I'll let you know.
Okay.
If not, I'll find a replacement for you. Somebody will be sitting in with Malcolm on tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do some news.
Yep. So, and then of course there's Tuesday with my man Swag for Life. See, can we add to that ever-growing list of the Straights Okay? And now the ever-growing okay. And he will trigger John with Tech Tuesdays.
If it's Apple related. If not, he'll be fine.
Which is my favorite thing to see on the internet. Wednesdays, my man Malcolm, the Philosopher King, ideal leader here at the channel, will present relationship topics, interpersonal aspects of self-care and those things, and that really, really good context. And thank you guys for paying attention, and we really appreciate it because that we do think it. So Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Thursday, weather permitting, Cream Diggler of the Diggler Digest will be back in full effect, boy. Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Dr. Diggler will be here to tantalize you with many different wigs and faces of Cream. And if you're into podcasts, please join him and his husband in Two Grooms and a Pod, my new favorite obsession. Spotify,
that's good.
Wherever your podcast is really good. Check out. Start from episode 1. It gradually builds into something fantastic. As I said, the first jump back here Saturday night, we would like to welcome our new castmate James. He's here in Atlanta this weekend. Welcome, buddy. I would imagine we'll see you Wednesday. So join us. Thank you. Tune in to Patreon, patreon.com/mailmediamind. We got. I think we have. We have what? 2 more clips? 3 more clips?
There's a few more clips. Yeah.
So we're gonna run some of that and talk about that and laugh. No happy birthday for you, President Poopy Pants. Thing that you touch turns to shit. Fuck face, you're 81 years old, you're a fucking whore and a pedophile. Love you, man. And happy Gemini season to everybody but him. Happy birthday, y'all. All right. Watch this space. Let's go. If nobody told you they love you, I do. Peace.
Join us every weekend, oh, the vibe's so fine. Saturday, sit down with Mr. Drayton. Shine!
Grab a friend.